Hello all, welcome to my channel. Today we will discuss about another important long answer question. Okay, this question is very important in BSc Computer Science. Okay, Unit 1. This is the part 4. Okay, so now see the questions. Define object oriented programming, explain the main principles of OOP, and discuss its advantages. What is object oriented programming? What are the main principles of OOP? What are the benefits of OOP? Explain the principle of OOP with suitable examples. What are the benefits of object-oriented programming? These four formats was regularly asked in semester examination. That's it. These five formats was very important. So these four questions, I can I will explain only one simple answer. Today I will explain it in the right way. So don't skip the video. So watch till the end. Okay. Let's start. So first of all, we need to know the basic concept of object-oriented programming, right? So everyone should listen carefully. First of all, what is object-oriented programming? Okay. So object-oriented programming, it is a programming method that organizes software using objects. It is a programming method that organizes software using objects, okay, which contain both data and functions. It helps programmers create programs that are easier to understand, reuse, and maintain. Okay, it helps programmers create programs that are easier to understand, reuse, and maintain. Okay, all of you should listen carefully. You don't need to worry about it, right? Today, I will explain it a very simple way. Okay. Now, everybody, it's clear? Okay, that's it. Here, object oriented programming is a way of creating computer programs by using objects. Okay. Here, what is object? For simple example, if you think of a car as an object, okay, here car color, model, speed is a data. Okay, next the car functions like start, stop, accelerate. It is called functions or methods. Okay, now see, it is very simple. Okay, now see, it is very simple. Here object have some data with functions, then it is called object. I think everyone understand it. Okay, here object oriented programming, it helps programmers write programs, okay, that are easy to understand, use again in other projects. Okay, now here easy to understand, the code is organized and clear. Okay, the code is organized and clear. Now here reuse, what is reuse? Reuse means the same code can be used again without rewriting it. Okay, the same code can be used again without rewriting it. Okay, so what is maintain? Maintain means it is easier to find errors and make changes in the future. Okay, it is easier to find errors and make changes in the future. I think everyone understand it. Okay, now discuss about its principles. OOP OOP is object oriented programming, contains seven principles. Okay, now the first principle is encapsulation. So sorry, first of all, I will write the object oriented programming. So now see the definition. It is a programming. It is a programming method that organizes software using objects, which contain both data and functions. It it helps programmers create programs that are easier to understand, reuse and maintain. That are easier to understand, reuse and maintain. That's it. Now see here, Encapsulation is the first principle of OOP. Okay. So first of all, everyone should listen carefully. So please, everybody, check my recent videos. Perfect. Particularly in that videos are very, very most knowledgeable and informative videos. That's it. Okay. So if you have any questions or need further clarifications, please check the video again and review it as many times as necessary to fully understand the concepts discussed. Okay, that's it. So here encapsulation. So what is encapsulation? Here, what is encapsulation? It means it means hiding the internal details of an object. It means hiding the internal details of an object and allowing access only through specific methods and allowing access only through specific methods. This keeps the data safe and prevents accidental changes. So in simple words, for simple examples like a bank account, okay, if you think of a bank account, your account balance is kept private. Okay, nobody can directly change your balance. To use the balance, people must use methods. Okay, people must use methods like deposit, withdrawal, check balance. Okay, understand all of you? I think everyone understand it. Okay, now see the second principle of object oriented programming. First of all, I can write the encapsulation definition. Okay, it means it means hiding the internal details of an object object and allowing access only through specific methods. This keeps the this keeps the data safe. This keeps the data safe and prevents accidental changes. Accidental changes. Okay. I can write also a simple example, real life example. Okay. Already I can explain it. Okay. Real life example like bank account example. Bank account. First, deposit. Second, withdrawal. Third, check balance. Withdrawal, check balance. Okay. Already I can explain it. Okay. So if you have any questions or need further clarifications, please watch the video again and review it as many times as necessary to fully understand the concepts discussed with this example also. Right. Now see the next principle. Here, abstraction is the second principle of OOP. Let's discuss about it. What is the definition of OOP? What is the definition of abstraction? It is the process of showing only the essential features of an object. It is the process of showing only the essential features of an object and hiding unnecessary implementation details from the user. Okay, and hiding unnecessary implementation details from the user. In simple words, it shows important information only. It hides complex internal details. It makes programs easier to use. It makes future changes and extensions easier for developers. So for example, using an ATM without knowing how the banking systems works. Using an ATM without knowing how the banking systems works. So it is a simple example of abstraction. That's it. So I can write the definition. Okay. It is it is the process of showing it is the process of showing only the essential features of an object and hiding unnecessary 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 implementation unnecessary implementation details from the user. Details from the user. That's it. This is the definition of abstraction. So simple example, using an ATM without without using an ATM without knowing how the bank systems work. Without knowing without knowing how the banking systems works is banking systems works. Okay, it is the simple real life example of abstraction. That's it. I think everyone understand it. It's clear. Now see the next principle of OOP. So what is inheritance? Okay, it means one class can use the properties and methods. It means one class can use the properties and methods of another class. This helps programmers reuse code instead of writing the same code again and again. Okay, it means one class can use the properties and methods of another class. This helps programmers reuse code instead of writing the same code again and again. In simple words, for simple examples, suppose there is a class called animal. In animal class have only three methods: name, eat, sleep. For example, like a dog. Now your dog class can inherit from animal. Okay, inherit from animal. Dog class. Dog class gets name, eat, and sleep. Same to same like animal. From animal. Okay. As its own method, dog have has its own method. Bark. Okay. Extra method bark. Understand? Now here, so the dog class does not need to rewrite eat and sleep methods. Okay. It reuses them from animal. I think everyone understand it. Okay. So what is the benefits of inheritance? It reduces code, it saves development time, it makes programmers easier to manage, it keeps related classes organized in a hierarchy. That's it. That's all. This is called inheritance. Now see the next principle. First of all, I write the definition. It means one class one class can use the properties and methods properties and methods. So it means one class can use the properties and methods of another class. This helps programmers reuse code instead of writing the same code again and again. Now the example. Now look at here. This is the example for simple examples. Okay, a dog class can inherit from animal. Okay, dog class gets name, eat, and sleep from animal. Okay, has its own method bark. Now here, dog class does not need to rewrite eat and sleep. It reuses them from animal. Okay, it reuses them from animal. I think everyone understand it. This is called inheritance. So what is benefits of inheritance? It reuses code, it saves development time, it makes programs easier to manage, it keeps related classes organized in a hierarchy. Okay, that's it. This is called inheritance. So all of you should write these benefits. Okay, these are very 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 important. Now let's go to the next principle. So polymorphism. This is the fourth principle of OOP. Okay. So what is polymorphism? It means many forms in OOP. It allows different objects to perform the same action in different ways using a common interface or method. Okay. It means many forms in OOP. It allows different objects to perform the same action in different ways using a common interface or method. Okay, in simple words, for example, for real life example like a TV remote. Okay, so we know that TV remote, if you think of a remote control, press the power button on a TV. So TV turns on. Okay, press the same power button on TV on AC turns on. Now here the button is the same, but it performs different actions depending on the device. Okay, then it is called polymorphism. Okay, it is called polymorphism. Benefits of polymorphism. What is the benefits? It reduces code duplication. It makes programs more flexible. It allows different objects to use the same interface. It makes code easier to maintain and extend. That's it. Okay, I think everyone understand it. Now see the next principle. First of all, I write it once. It means definition. It means many forms, many forms in OOP. It allows different objects to perform the same to perform the same action in different ways using a common interface or method. That's it. This is the definition. Now in simple words, for real life example, I can write real life example. It is very simple. Look at here. Example. For example, like a TV remote. Press the press the power button on a TV. So TV turns on. TV turns on. Press the same button. Press the same power button on an AC on. AC turns on. Now here the button is the same, but it performs different actions depending on the device. The button is the same. The button is the same. Okay, but it performs different actions depending on the device. This is then it is called polymorphism. Now see the next principle. This is the fifth principle of OOP, syntax. Okay, definition. So what is the definition of syntax? Okay, it is the set of rules that tells us how to write code correctly in a programming language. It defines how words, symbols, and punctuations should be arranged. Okay, it is simple. It is the set of rules that tells how to code correctly in a programming languages. How to write code correctly in a programming languages. It defines how words, symbols, and punctuation should be arranged. That's it. Okay, everyone understand it? So it is the set of rules that tells us how to write code correctly in a programming language. It defines how words, symbols, and punctuation should be arranged. In simple words, for suppose real life examples like grammar in English is like a syntax in programming. Okay, if you think I'm going to school, okay, it is a correct sentence. Okay, but I'm school going I, then it is wrong sentence. Okay, here wrong sentence breaks grammar rules. So finally, what is syntax? Syntax, it helps the computer understand the code. It reduces errors in programs. It makes code readable and organized. That's all. That's it. I think everyone understand it. Okay. Now I can write the definition once. So I can also write simple example. Now here it is the set of rules that tells us how to write code correctly in a programming language. It defines it defines it defines it defines how words, comma, symbols, and punctuation should be arranged. It defines how words, symbols, and punctuation 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 should be arranged. This is the definition of syntax. Now here example. It is a simple real life example. Grammar in English. Example like first point, grammar in English is like a syntax in programming. Okay, all of you understand it? Okay, syntax in programming. If you think I'm going to school, okay, I am going to school. It is a correct sentence. Okay, it is a correct sentence, right? Okay, okay, but I am school going guy. But I am school going I. Then it is wrong sentence, right? It is wrong sentence. I am going to school, it is correct sentence, but I am school going I. Then it is wrong sentence. Here, wrong sentence breaks grammar. Wrong sentence breaks grammar rules. Grammar rules. So finally, what is syntax? Everyone should understand it. Okay, everyone. I think everyone understand it. So finally, it helps the computer understand the code. It reduces errors in programs. It makes code readable and organizable. Okay, that's it. Organizable. Now here, then it is called syntax. So coupling. It is the sixth principle of OOP. So what is coupling? It is the degree to which two or more software components depend on each other. So that's it. It is the degree to which two or more software components depend on each other. Now here, what is a software components? Software components like classes, modules, or functions. That's it. Okay. In simple words, for real life example like a Android phone. Suppose Android phone. If you think of a mobile charger and a phone, a charger made only for one specific phone model. Okay. Then it is called a tight coupling. Okay. A charger made only for one specific phone model. Then it is called tight coupling. Okay. A USB charger that works with many devices, with many Android phones. Then it is called loose coupling. Now, finally, coupling is the degree of dependency or connection between software components. So, coupling is the degree of dependency or connection between software components. It is generally preferred because it makes software easier to maintain and reuse. It is generally preferred, but because it makes software easier to maintain and reuse. That's it. I think everyone understand it. Now see the next principle. First of all, I can write the definition and real life simple example. Coupling definition. It is the degree to which two or more software two or more software components depend on each other. Okay. Depend on each other. This is the definition for example. Example, simple real life example. First of all, a charger made only for one specific one specific phone, then it is called tight coupling. Second, a USB charger that works that works that works with many devices, then it is called loose coupling. Loose coupling. So these are the examples of coupling. Okay. Now finally, coupling is the degree of dependency or connection between software components. So this is the seventh principle of OOP. Okay. So what is the definition of OOP? So what is the definition of association? Okay. It is a relationship or connection between two or more classes. It is a relationship or connection between two or more classes where objects can interact with each other. Where objects can interact with each other. So I can explain it very simply. Listen carefully. In simple words, in simple words, if you think for simple examples like classroom, okay, classroom, you think about a student and a teacher. You think about the student and a teacher. A student can learn from a teacher, and a teacher can teach us students. This connection between student and a teacher is called association. Okay, listen carefully. A student can learn from a teacher, and a teacher can teach students. This connection between student and teacher, it is called association. All of you understand it? I think everyone understand it. Okay. So now here association contains four types of association. First, one-to-one association. Example, one person, one passport. Okay. Next, one to many association. So example, one teacher to many students. So many, third one, many to one association. Many to one association. Example, many students, one teacher. Fourth one, many to many association. Example, many students, many courses. That's it. I think everyone understand it. Okay. So first of all, I can write the definition and simple example, real life examples. So what is the definition? It is a relationship relationship or connection between two or more classes where objects can interact objects can interact with each other. So example, a teacher sorry a student can learn from a teacher, and a teacher can teach us many students, and a teacher can teach many students. The connection between teacher and students, then it is called association. This connection between teacher and student, it is called association. Okay, that's it. So I can already explain the types of association, so please go back and watch it again. Okay. So must and should, everybody should listen carefully. Whatever it is to achieve, do it fast. Okay, don't give up. Your success talks about you for the people. That's it. Okay. If you have any questions, need to further clarifications, Please watch the video again and review it as many times as necessary to fully understand the concepts discussed. Okay, that's it. Now see the next principle. Association is the final principle of OOP. So what is the benefits of association? So it shows relationship between objects. It makes software design easier to understand. It helps model real world situations. That's all. I think everyone understand it. Now let's discuss. Now let's discuss about the benefits of object oriented programming. Benefits of object oriented programming. So object oriented programming contains 9 types of benefits. First one, this is the first one, modularity. So what is modularity? It is the process of dividing a large program into smaller. It is the process of dividing a large program into smaller independent parts called modules, where each module performs a specific task. That's it. So independent parts called modules, where each module performs a specific task. In simple words, suppose you are creating a school management app. You can divide into different modules. Student modules like teacher modules, attendance modules, fees modules. Okay, attendance modules, fees modules. So where each module works independently, but together they form the complete system. Now I think everyone understand it. Let's discuss about the benefits of modularity. It makes program easier to understand. It easier to find and fix errors. It supports teamwork and collaborative development. It allows code reviews. It makes maintenance and updates easier. That's it. These are the benefits of modularity. Okay. First of all, I can write the definition. It is the process. It is the process of dividing a program, large program into smaller independent parts. Smaller independent parts called modules, where each module performs a specific task. Where each module performs a specific task. Example: school app, school management app, meant app, school management app. First, student module, teacher module, attendance module, fees module. Where each module works independently, but together they form the complete system. That's it. So now see the next module. I think everyone understand it. Now see the next benefit. This is the second benefit of OOP. Okay, reusability. So what is reusability? It means using the same code again and again instead of writing it many times. It means using the same code again and again instead of writing it many times. So everyone, please ignore the background noises. Okay, some noises are very disturbing. So sorry to everyone. Okay, so please ignore it. So example. So one key, house key. Okay, example, house key. This is the real life example. Okay, if you think one key is used to open the same door, okay, many times, you don't make a new key every time. So you don't make a new key every time. This is called reusability. So you can use one key many times. Okay, that is the point. Okay, this is called reusability. I think everyone understand it. So now let's go to the next benefit. Productivity. This is the third benefit of OOP. It means completing work faster by using existing tools and reusable code. It means completing work faster by using existing tools and reusable code. Okay. For simple example, like a programmer uses existing libraries, okay, and reusable code instead of writing everything from the beginning. So the program is completed faster. This is called productivity. So programmer using code. So programmer uses existing libraries and reusable code instead of writing. So programmer don't write the code again and again and use the already written code. Okay, this is the point. Okay, from the beginning, so the program is completed faster. This is called productivity. I think everyone understand it. Now let's go to the next benefit of OOP. One should listen carefully. So please everybody check my recent videos. Particularly in that videos are most knowledgeable and informative videos. That's it. So everyone has small confusions and doubts. So please go back and watch the video as many times as needed. You okay? So that's all. Easily upgradable and scalable. So this is the fourth benefit of OOP. OOP is OOP full form object oriented programming. Okay, so easily upgradable and scalable, it means a system can be updated or expanded easily without changing the entire system. Understand, it means a system can be updated. Okay, updated, right? So are expanded easily without changing the entire system. For example, a building has two floors later. If you think a building has two floors later, more floors can be added without rebuilding the entire building. Okay, the building is scalable, right? So ikkada without rebuilding the entire building. So without rebuilding the entire building, the building is called scalable. A messaging apps adds a new feature like video calling without changing the existing chat feature. This app is easily upgradable. Okay, messaging app adds a new feature like video calling without changing the existing chat feature. This app is easily upgradable. So in simple words, upgradable means, suppose your mobile app WhatsApp is updated, right? You can update it, right? So new features are coming in the app. Okay, so new features coming in the app after you update. That's it. This is the upgradable. Scalable means without changing the building, to add many floors. Okay, to add many floors. That it is called scalable. Okay, understand? Finally, scalable is make it bigger. Okay, scalable means make it bigger. Upgradable, make it better. So that's it. Now let's see the next benefit of OOP. This is the fifth benefit of OOP: interface descriptions. So here's the definition. It means simple communication between different parts of a system. It means simple communication between different parts of a system using messages or commands. That's it. So for simple example, like a TV remote. So you press the if you press the volume up button, the TV volume increases. Okay. So you don't need to know how the TV works inside, right? You don't need to know how the TV works inside. The remote is called interface. Okay. So everyone understand? I think everyone understand it. Okay. So this is the definition. So everyone take a screenshot or write it once. So that's it. Now let's see the next benefit of OOP. Security. This is the fifth benefit. It means hiding important details and protecting data from unauthorized access. Unauthorized access. It means hiding important data, right? Important data, you know that. And protecting data from unauthorized access. Unauthorized access like malware, viruses. Okay. So this is called security. That's it. For example, ATM machine. For example, if you think ATM machine, you enter the ATM pin for money withdrawal. Okay. Don't see the internal banking process. You don't see the internal banking process, right? So important details are hidden. It is called security. That's it. I think everyone understand it. Now let's see the next benefit of OOP. Flexibility. This is the seventh benefit of OOP. So in flexibility, polymorphism makes programs flexible because the same function can work differently for different objects. Okay. So it makes polymorphism, it makes programs flexible because the same function can work differently for different objects, right? Okay. So for example, speak is the function, right? So suppose speak is the function. So I choose two animals, dog, cat. Okay. Dog sounds bark, cat sounds meow. The function name is the same, speak. Every animal speak. Okay. Function is same, but the result is different. Here, dogs bark, cat meow. So result is different.
This is called flexibility, right? Everyone understand? I think everyone understand it. Now let's go to the next benefit of OOP. Code maintenance. This is the eighth benefit of OOP. So everyone should listen carefully. So everyone has small confusions and doubts. So please go back and watch the video as many times as needed you. Okay, that's all. Now let's discuss about the definition. It means you can update or fix one part of a program. It means you can update or fix one part of a program without making many changes to other parts. Without making many changes to other parts. Suppose for real life examples like if you change the login page, suppose PhonePe login page, right? If you change the login page, the payment page still works without any changes. So PhonePe payment page without still works without any changes. So it is called code maintenance, right? Suppose if you build a app, some game app, so you update the login page, right? You update the login page, but you don't, but the system, but the game system or other pages are without changes. Okay, so that pages are still works without any changes, then it is called code maintenance, right? So I think everyone understand it. Okay, so please, sorry to all, please ignore the background noises. Some noises are so disturbing. Okay, so now let's discuss the other benefit of OOP. Is the final benefit of OOP lower cost? So let's discuss it. It means less money and time are needed to develop. It means less money and time are needed to develop and maintain a new program because code can be reused and easily updated. Okay, understand? It means less money and time are needed to develop and maintain a program because code can be reused and easily updated. So that's it. For example, if your same code is reused in many places, programmers do not need to write it again, which saves time and money. Here, time and money saves, then it is called lower cost. Simple. That's it. That's it for today. We'll meet in next video.